Hello guys, I'm Kaisis and today I'll be teaching you 8 different techniques, or you can call it tricks, that will help your aim get instantly better. I'm not even kidding. If you watch this full video, you will know secrets that you never know, or even if you know some, you will know a lot more here. So that will help you instantly climb the ranks and have got to your aim. Because aiming is not just like literally moving mouse and stuff. There are so many factors that is affecting your aim. And those factors, I'm gonna bring 8 factors that will instantly improve your aim. If you are like, plat and below, you will be literally climb to plat without anything, just your mechanics with your aim. I'll guarantee you that. So for now, let's talk about like those 8, tricks. So the first one, it's called slide movement. I mean, we're talking about movement here. Why is it in the aim video? You might ask. So the Valorant, we play Valorant, and Valorant, in this game, there is like literally like 90% of movement, maybe 80% of movement and 20% of aim. So what is slide movement? It's a different and complicated topic, but it's easier for I just break down so it will be easier for you guys to understand, right? So I just call it slide movement. You can call it anything. Imagine like the enemy is trying to fire you. So for example, like you're in a 1v1 fight, right? And then like you saw like this is, imagine this is a wall, right? And there's the enemy right here, and then you saw them, like they will start shooting you, and you'll start shooting at them like right after you saw them, right? Right after you saw them, you'll start shooting them, like however you want to shoot them, right? So, and the slide movement, what does it do is like when you saw an enemy, right? You stop and you shoot, but don't do that. So if you saw enemy and they will start shooting at you because you're like they saw you. We have the same habit. We saw people and we stop and shooting them, or maybe do like this and shooting them, right? But let's not do that. What we want to do right here is like when we saw them, right? When we saw them like this, we don't stop and shoot. We move a bit, like we literally move a bit, put our crosshair to their like face, right? While we're moving, we're gonna put our crosshair to their face, right? And then we shoot afterwards. That's called sliding movement. So when the enemy saw you, you don't shoot directly. You take a few steps and then you shoot them. Because it will make them to miss their shot. So that's called sliding movements. I mean, that's what I call them, right? So that's one thing. And another tip I want to give it to you is like, so you're talking about how do I like, if you're having trouble putting your crosshair in the head level, right? Like if it's like hard for you to like put your crosshair at the head level, like you always have to like, oh, look at this size, oh, this box, that's the head level. How do I put it like this, You don't have to worry about that. There's a simple, like technique you can do. It's not 100% accurate, but you see the middle of the screen. You can always see the middle of the screen, right? So you put at the middle of the screen and then like boom, you can hit head. Always put at the middle of the screen. You don't even have to like check the boxes. And sometimes if it's a bit low, you can always pull down your crosshair, because pulling down your crosshair is easier than pulling up your crosshair, So that's how you do it. Like it's really easy, like, and that's what I call like middle of the monitor. You just have to put your crosshair in the middle of the monitor, pretty much all the time. That's how you get the like perfect hit. So moving on to the next tip. The tip is called calm but fast aim. So like, what is this? You might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? So calm but fast aim? What do you mean by that? Let me show you. So, you should always be calm while you're aiming like this, but they will say like, why are you like, the enemy will kill you, because they will try to like just shoot like this and stuff, right? So what does calm and fast aim means? Like you like flick on them fast and then you wait, like you flick on them fast, like you flick, like you flick. You don't shoot, right? You just flick on them and then you like calm down, like flick on them, calm down, shoot, flick on them, calm down, shoot, flick on them, calm down, shoot. You know. So if you do that, your aim will get so better. Flick on them, target their head, flick on them, target their head, shoot. Flick on them, you know, shoot. So, I mean, mostly when people say be calm, they just be like, like this, and then shoot like this. You don't want to do that. You want to fast aim, calm, shoot. Fast aim, calm, shoot. Fast aim, calm, shoot. You know? It's very like, stuff like that. And going to your next, like tip, what you want to do is, like there is 3 peeking way. I mean, when we're talking about aim, we have to know about peeking way. I mean, there are a lot of peeking ways like ziggle, jump, like wide swing, stuff like that. But the only thing you need to know for now, right? It's like those 3, which will help your aim like so good. The one method is like jiggle peeking, like so you just jiggle and you peek, you jiggle, peek, and get information. But you can do like that jump peek information too, right? Or you can just do like standard peek, standard peek, standard peek, standard peek, standard peek, right? Or you can do like pre-aim pick. But why am I not talking about those 2, right? Because we're just gonna use 3 peeking method here for our aim. It's a trick. Like, you jiggle the angle, right? You jiggle the angle and you just shoot like this, get the enemy attention, and then you wide swing like this and then like kill them. Jiggle, 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 wide swing and kill them. So that's what you want to do, right? And like this is 1 peak combined with another peak. So it's called 2 peak. But why are we adding 3 peak method? Remember I told you the movement sliding technique before? The first one where you have to like wait for the enemy and then like, shoot them right there, right? So in this method, that also includes, so you jiggle, right? You shoot them. If they die, they die. If they don't die, then you wide swing. And when you wide swing, they will start attacking you. And then you wait a little bit, move sideways, and then like you attack them. That's why it's called 3-way peeking. It's guaranteed if they don't have op, like you can kill them. Like, just make sure to include all those 8 techniques, like afterwards in a game. You'll become an aim god. Trust me. So the another thing, like the another tip that we want to know is called Valorant Strife. So what do you mean by Valorant Strife? Are you talking about Counter Strike? Yeah. There's Counter Strike where you like, use your movement key for like, aiming, right? It's called like Counter Strike, right? This is how you do it, like, like moving while accurate, Look at all my bullets, it's not landing. It's called Counter Strike, right? But why are you calling it Valorant Strike? Because in Valorant, you don't have to press 2 opposite key. You can always do like stop and then like shoot like that, right? In Valorant, there's not momentum like how I like CSGO, and it's not hard. You just like move, stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot, move, stop, shoot, right? That's called like you can call it Counter Strike or Valorant Strike. It's your choice, but I would like to call it like Valorant Strike, right? You can keep moving and you stop shooting, It's a Valorant Strike, and when do you want to do it? Why do you need Valorant Strife? Because when you like jiggle peek, you can do that, like Valorant Strife, like that, So that's called Valorant Strife, right? Or Valorant Strafing, or like shooting while strafing, whatever you call it, right? And then another technique is always use burst fire. Like for example, you're like in a 1v1 situation, right? You're in a 1v1 situation and you're on the open, there's no cover. So how do you want to fight? You shouldn't like just spray and like crouch, you know? No, you shouldn't do that. What you should do is like you like shoot bullet, you do that, like shoot bullet, like 2 bullets or 1 bullet, you know, 1, 2, and then you move one way, you shoot, like shoot bullets, wait, one way, shoot, wait, like shoot, strife, right? Shoot, strife, shoot. That's called bursting method, like burst 2 bullets or, you know, 1 or 2 bullets, then you like move and you take the fight. This is how you want to play when it's in open and like mid to long range, like when you are in open, right? And you want to commit to a fight. So the next thing, the next step is, you know, like everyone crouch. Some people even call like crouching is bad, right? But crouching is not necessarily bad. For example, people will be aiming towards your head most of the time while in Valorant, right? So like first try to like strafe, like burst strafe and then shoot, right? Try to kill them. And if they don't die, like if they don't die or like, you know, or maybe if you are like this only use it in like close range, okay? So if you are near them, like are you peeking to a corner, you just crouch and like but when do you crouch? You know, when do you crouch? That's the problem, right? So okay. So when you are committing to a spray, right? When you hit one bullet in their body, right? When you hit bullet, you cannot hit them head and they're like super close and you cannot wait for them to like, you know, aim head. What you want to do is like you like aim them, you know, however you want, and when you if you hit them one bullet in the body, then you just like crowd spray, you know? Like you want to be like this, you know? If you don't hit their body, then never crouch. But if you hit their body, then you can crouch. That's when you want to crouch, you know? Because it will throw off the crosshair placement for the enemy and then it will just like instantly kill you. This is only for like instant one-on-one fight, okay? Never use it in higher fight. If there are more enemy and like if there are 1 or more or like 2 or more, you always want to jiggle peek them, like jiggle fight them. That's why we learn how to like Valance Strife. You know, like this. Like this. So that's when you use the crowds or use certain crowds, you know, the conditions. And then the last one is how do you hold? Like when enemies are pushing you, like people often hold like this. Like for example, you're like in here, right? Like they're gonna peek you, right? And the people just like hold this angle. But don't hold this angle. It's not even about your reaction time. It's about the server lag and stuff. So you always want to hold like this. Because it will be easier for you to like flick here than flick all the way here. Because this is infinite. But if you like hold here, if they go here, it's just this it. You just want to flick it, flick it, flick it. And if they just walk into your crosshair, you just stab. You know? That's how you hold angles and, you know. And a bonus tip, whenever you're peeking, don't peek to the wall like this, right? Like touching the wall. You should always peek in between those two lines, like from the middle part, and always use one key to like peek. Just one key. And wide swing is always good, just so you know. Alright, so let's summarize what we learned, okay? In this video. First is slide movement, right? Is just, you know, you don't shoot, wait for it, they will shoot it, and then you move a bit, and then you kill them, right? Middle of the screen. Put your crosshair middle on the screen, because it's easier for you to like go to the head level, right? And then calm but fast aim. You want to flick fast, but calm. Like flick, hold, attack. Flick, hold, attack. You know? Or like you saw enemy, you go there, put your crosshair as fast as you can, then calm down, and then shoot. You know? And then Yeah, and then the peak we're talking about, combining ziggle, wide swing, and the movement slide, and then fight, right? And then we talk about Valorant Strife, where you use this Strife for various fight, like you can always give on movings like that, and like you can use this moving tool and fight like that, right? And then burst fire, always shoot one or two bullets, and then strafe, bullet, strafe, bullet, strafe, bullet, strafe, like that. And then when to crowds, when not to crowds, right? And then hold wide, hold wider than the angle, you know. So thank you for watching this video if you make it until the end, and I hope this like tricks will help you. I mean, it will definitely help you, and just make sure to like practice a little bit, because these techniques won't take a lot of time to like practice, and I can guarantee you, after you master those 8 techniques, I will guarantee you will become an aim god. All right, thank you for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe if you like it, and please help me grow. I'm just a new YouTube channel, like content creator. So yeah, thank you.